Hi, I'm Dave from Military Antiques Toronto, and today I'll show you some of the other items we've picked up recently. So I don't need another service dress, but you know what? It walks in the door, you got to buy it. So, because if you turn it away, they'll stop bringing stuff in, right? So, 4-pocket service dress, Canadian officers, missing the belt, nothing tremendously rare, missing the pips, and missing the Canada titles. So I've already checked the pockets, there's nothing in them. Why did I buy this? I bought it for one reason only. Inside, on the label, it says his name and it's dated 1929. That's literally the only reason I bought it, because it's 1929. That's something different. So this can be researched. Let's see if I can get you a picture of that. Right there, 1929, Lieutenant, made in Victoria Street in Montreal. So that's nice. You know, nothing incredibly rare. I'm gonna have to do some research on him to see if he did anything. I have no idea. But it's something else to put on the website, because you know, you never know. So then I got this gentleman here. He's supposed to be World War I and then have served in World War II. He died of cancer in 42 or 43 with the RHLI, but I'm assuming he was medical corps attached to them, I'm gathering. I'm gonna have to do some further research on that. So these first war medals that came with it have been erased. Of course, I didn't see that till after I took it out of the frame. So that'll be something I'll have to deal with. So I don't know if he's entitled to World War I. I believe he is. So they're gone, but whatever. The efficiency decoration with the Canada Bar and Bar is named to Sergeant Bunford, RHLI. So I probably can't get proper pictures of this on there, but there you go. Very nice decoration. And then long service, efficiency. There's the back of it. And I don't think I can get the naming on there on this. But hey, maybe. So there you go, there's that. And then the standard World War II CVSM and war medal. So there's those. So there's service record is here. That's nice. But I got the Memorial Cross and Burke's Bar. So it says he's died in 23rd of May, 44. It says Royal Canadian Army Medical Corps on this, but he was in the RHLI. So I assume he was attached to them. So there's the Burke's Bar. And it clearly says Royal Canadian Army Medical Corps. So there's that. And then there is the Memorial Cross, which has had a pin added to it. And there you can see his service numbers on there and his name. It's slightly obliterated some of the information, but you know what? It's all good. It is what it is, right? So, and then you see the other side, George VI. And then someone has done a mangling job of sticking an RHLI cap badge on here. And you can see the back. They've done whatever to it. Put a pin on or whatever the hell they did. They mangled that, but that's okay, you know, it's all good. Then you have his discharge pin. For services rendered. And there's the back, there's the number on it. I believe that I have that information in one of his records here. And a nice little sweetheart bracelet with his name, RHLI, cap badge on there. And sterling on the back with the chain. That's nice. And a few little tiny bits and bobs. There's a lapel pin for the RHLI. There's another sweetheart pin for the RHLI with a 40 on, so I'm assuming 40 years service. And then it also came with it was a Medical Corps sweetheart pin and general service pin. So there you go, showing the backs. So there you go. So there's that. Let me get this onto here and off the counter so I can make some space. So the next thing is that these items walked in just now, some bayonets. It's 2 I knew, but the third one I haven't figured out yet, because honestly I haven't looked in a book yet. That's the good part about having a military store. You have lots of reference books, usually. Check Mauser VZ24 bayonet with scabbard. It's clearly marked right there. It's not all messed up. Sometimes they've been ground down and abused. This one's still in good condition. It's also marked on the bayonet lug there. So that will get processed and listed as soon as we can, because I don't collect this stuff. French Cruciform bayonet with scabbard. Nice bluing on it still. You can still see the bluing on the blade. Hard to make, there's some numbers there, marks there, sorry, and numbers here. Usually that's supposed to match the scabbard, but unfortunately, you know, normally it's illegible, so I'm gonna have to take a magnifying glass out and see if it is a matching number. 00, probably not. It doesn't. They're normally not matching. If you get a matching, you're laughing. It doesn't work out that way normally. This one, I do not know what country this is from. I have to go and look it up. Unusual bayonet, and no markings. I cannot find any markings on this, except for the number on the lug there. And it's missing a screw. I do not know what this blade is. I'll have to do some research on it, figure out what country it is. So that's another thing to do. Oh, there's a tiny mark there. Not sure what it is. I'll look it up. So there you go. There's that. Let's see. Did I get that right? Nope. There you go. Perfect. There you are. So I'll look that up. So those bayonets and these swords came from a gentleman whose grandfather was in the 7th Canadian Mounted Rifles. So I guess it's Mounted Rifles Day, because the other one was a 5th CMR. This is 7th CMR. When he said 7th, I was thinking it meant 7th Battalion. No, he then mentioned mounted, so he's with the 7th CMR, so that's kind of nice. At least I have some history. Unfortunately, I don't have enough, but I have some. Imperial German officer's sword. The leather here for your finger is broken. Someone was playing with it, I'm sure. Plain blade, marked. There's the guard, folding guard. Motto on the handle. Nice wire wrap on it. Very nice wire wrap, actually. And there's the maker. I know it's upside down. Very nice. Nice maker. Nice sword, truthfully. With scabbard. Originally got it was in backwards, but that's what people do sometimes. And then we got this other one. So this one has the leather unbroken still. Unfortunately, the wrap has come slightly loose, and that's guard. So that's very nice. It's a guard rigid. Here, I'll show that right there. And unfortunately, the wrap has come loose, which is a shame. But I won't fix it. I'm just going to sell it as is. I'm not going to mess with this. So there you go. So let's pull it out. Nice blade. Unfortunately, it's plain. It's not blued. There's no panels on it. No maker on this. Folding guard, as it should be. And there, I'll show you the blade, just so you see. It's a nice clean one. Nice blade. But that guard star on there, that's really nice. Definitely nice. It's been on there forever. It's got a little bit of damage, but you know, what do you expect for something over 100 years old, right? So we'll get those processed and put up on the website as soon as we can. I don't know when that's going to be. Kind of busy around here. So thanks for looking. Follow me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Check out the website. It's cheaper on the website, especially with coming Friday, where they're going to start charging duty to any shipment to the States. So, and I've had to raise my rates, and I don't want to do it. But hey, think of it this way. $1,000 German uniform will cost me $350 in duty when I ship it to you, and you're only paying $30. So how does that work, that I have to pay the duty for you, the American customer, for $1,000 tunic? That doesn't sound right, does it? I know I have to pay it before I can ship it, and then your government gets submitted this money. It doesn't cost you that, it costs me. I don't quite understand, but whatever. Thanks for looking. Have a good day. Take care.